Bell Collective review. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey. I was like, I have to hurry up with this Bell Collective review because I want to come down here and talk about JayZ. Did y'all see JayZ's in the news? And that amended lawsuit with a 13-year-old girl who was going to the VMAs. She said it was JayZ. She said it was JayZ. It was JayZ, another woman, and Puffy. Let's read what the report says, child. I'm gonna read it. Where? Let's go to the news. It's let's see who. Um he responded to the lawsuit, which I thought was very quick. He probably was, I guess he was already alerted because he said he received a letter from them asking them did they want to settle before they, which I think that's what Cassie did with Puffy. Do you want to settle this before we make it public, before we file? Do you want to settle this? Somebody's coming out and saying that this, do you want to settle it? And so, yeah. So, no, I don't want to because I didn't. And so I'm going to have my lawyer come out and draft this. And draft this and draft this statement for you to give to the media. So let's listen. So let's go to CBS News. It says rappers JayZ and Sean Diddy Combs have been accused in a civil lawsuit of R-ing a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. The lawsuit, which originally filed in October, was refiled Sunday in New York to add JayZ to the defendants, alleges the victim, identified only as a woman now living in Alabama, was r'd by both men at a VMA's after party. JayZ, whose real name is Shawn Carter, referred to the allegations in a statement as a blackmail attempt. Combs' attorney denied the allegations. The lawyer alleges the girl went to the VMAs and in New York City without a ticket, hoping to get inside, but instead was invited to an after party by a limo driver who claimed to work for Combs. The limo driver allegedly drove her to the party where she was told to sign something that she believes was a non-disclosure agreement. A 13-year-old? You didn't ask for ID? Girl. And apparently, when she was 13, she had lied to her father about where she was going because she said she called her father after everything and he picked her up. 13 years old? Girl. While inside, the lawsuit alleges after attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, the plaintiff accepted a drink from one of the waitresses circling the crowd. The lawsuit claims she began to feel woozy and lightheaded after drinking a portion of the drink and went to find a place to lay down. She went into a room that had a bed, and shortly after laying down, Combs, Carter, and an unnamed woman celebrity, whom the alleged victim recognized, entered the room, the lawsuit claims. The lawsuit then alleges that Carter held her down and r'd her while Combs and the woman celebrity watched. After Combs also r'd her while Carter and the woman watched, the suit claims. Combs then attempted to force the girl to perform oral sex on him, but she managed to punch him, grab her clothes, wrap them around her, and run away. Although there were other guests still at the party, no one appeared to take notice to the plaintiff's distress or attempted to help her. According to the lawsuit, after leaving the house and putting her clothes back on, the girl managed to run back to the gas station she had seen on the way to the party, where the clerk noticed her in distress and allowed her to use the phone, and then allegedly used the phone to call her father and have them pick her up. They need to find the dad to corroborate the story and that gas station attendant. But that was 25 years ago, girl. That was 25 years ago. And the way that girl, the woman is seeking unspecified damages. In response to the filing, Carter said in a statement, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from the lawyer named Tony Busby. We had calculated what he had calculated was the nature of these allegations, and the public scrutiny would want me to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in every public fashion. So, no, I will not give you one red penny. Only your network of conspiracy theorists and fake psychics will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable, the statement added. I wonder how, I wonder how Foxy Brown's parents felt about this grown man around their daughter. Like, I do not like that he used Blue Ivy and his other children as scapegoats when we know what you are capable of doing as someone who used to sell drugs in the Brooklyn Project, that you're a young man that you just came from.
I just, girl, stop.
Mr. Combs, let's see, this amended complaint and the recent extortion lawsuit against Mr. Busby exposes his barrage of lawsuits against Mr. Combs for what they are: shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments. Oh, a money grab? You know, JayZ has a way with words, so he's not going to outright say this is a money grab. Designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal teams have said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs has never SA'd or trafficked anyone, man, woman, adult, or minor. Busby was sued last month by an anonymous male celebrity who alleges the lawyer tried to extort payments by threatening to file allegations of SA, which the celebrity denies. In return, Busby denies the extortion allegations. He says that anonymous male celebrity was JayZ. Busby did not immediately respond to CBS News' request for comment. In a statement posted Sunday on X, Busby alleged that Carter was behind the anonymous lawsuit against him. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent a lawyer a demand letter on behalf of the alleged victim, and that the victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she sought a confidential mediation, Busby wrote. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter only sued has not only sued me, but has tried to bully and harass me with this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. Busby also wrote on Instagram that there have been a coordinated and aggressive effort against him that has included filing frivolous cases against me and my law firm, defaming me with outrageous assertions to anyone who will listen, having mysterious people follow me and my family. People will see through this effort to discredit me and my clients, and the truth will be revealed. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence, Busby wrote. Combs is currently in custody and in New York as he awaits trial on federal trafficking charges. His attempts to secure bail have been denied several times. We already know what Combs was arrested for. So JayZ came out with a statement, and let's read his statement. Did I save it, girl? Let's read his statement. I don't like when people use their kids as scapegoats, but I was like, that's on brand for somebody who would be like, like, how old was JayZ when he had Foxy Brown under his wing? He was a grown ass nigga, a grown ass man. So your proclivity to be around young girls doesn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me at all. It wouldn't shock me at all. It wouldn't shock me at all. It's amazing the amount of people. Again, once again, here we are. They just want to take black powerful men down. Yes, because when they get power, they don't act any different from their white counterparts, actually. No different. And the fact that you want them to be able to get away with the things that their white counterparts get away with and don't always get away with, honestly. They don't always get away. Um, but that's like the assertion, like, oh, he needs to be able to do and terrorize the way that, these other men terrorize people and harm people. I was just watching a documentary on this YouTuber who has harmed so many women, young girls, 17. He'll travel to visit the girl and make sure she's in a state where the age of consent, where he is within the law in terms of the age of consent. He traveled from Philadelphia to Oregon to fuck a 17-year-old. He wanted to make sure that she was in a state where the age of consent, the law is the only thing that keeps a lot of these men in line. And even then, a lot of them are not in line because there's still children being harmed out here. the I don't know where they need to ask this lady. This lady is now 38. They need to ask this lady. We need, a, you know, for your father to corroborate the story. We need where was the gas station? What gas station did you go to? I wonder if it's in the lawsuit. I went to blah 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 gas station. I don't know. Is it still there? You don't know if it's there. A lot of gas stations. I don't know. Um, but then let's hear what JayZ had to say in his statement. Hold on, let me screenshot this and then because I need to enlarge it. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. All right, it says, let's do it like this. Okay, and I feel like the response was really quick. I felt like because of course I felt like he knew, right? Because my lawyer got a letter of somebody trying to blackmail me. No, it's a letter to say, hey, this person wants to see how, yes, I can be compensated for what you put me through. And he's telling the people, you need to file criminal charges, knowing good and goddamn well they're past the statutes. Be mindful of the role that you play in people's life because one day they're going to tell their story. And you're not going to act like, and I'm sorry, Andrew Schultz kind of pulled on the girls' wigs a little bit with the since when did we start respecting women? I just saw a clip on my timeline of JayZ with Luther Campbell, also known as Uncle Luke, having an interview while one woman give another woman head. And they're sitting right next to JayZ and he's looking like this. He's doing like this and looking and looking. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with looking, but what was happening right there and being filmed, and it's on the internet for you to go look. Just look up JayZ, Luther Campbell, two women, and you will see it. It was just on my Twitter timeline the other day, just the other day, and the girls were right next to JayZ. And he was like, this is what's going on right here. This is acting, this is what's going on. And he's looking and doing all the stuff. So I don't know when we started acting like these niggas were upstanding citizens, upstanding people of society. He sold drugs to his community. Hold on, there's some other things. Let's read his response. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer, in quotes, from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and a public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So, no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor would be locked away. Wouldn't you agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. And you know what's so weird is that it's like, hey, sir, you have been accused, you have been accused of R-ing somebody. I am the lawyer to represent that person. You come to attack me. So, does that mean that what happened to that person? Why aren't you focused on what happened to that person? Why are you focused on me? Are you trying to divert attention to discredit me for representing, as an attorney, representing this person who's come against you? Is that what's happening? Is that what's going on? That's so weird. It's like, hey, 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 don't look at the allegations against me. Let's look at the lawyer. Let's look at the lawyer and discredit the lawyer. Girl, you got to do better than that. Y'all got to do better than that. And you following the man around and everything? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. You trying to scare the lawyer, trying to scare people, trying to use your resources and power to what? Dominate and have people submit to you? Is that, it does seems like it's on brand for me. Scapegoating your kids seem like it's on brand. Tell Blue Ivy when she's 15, tell her about Foxy Brown. Tell her about your relationship with the 15-year-old Foxy Brown. Right. I had no idea how you have become such a deplorable human. Right, Mr. Busby. But I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. You sold drugs to your community. You stabbed Lance. Girl, so now you are, what is it, undeplorable? Are you just this upstanding, honorable human being? Then it gets better. It gets better. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife, who you've cheated on, there's integrity out the window, okay? And I will have to sit with our children, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions. Right. Hey Siri, how old is Blue Ivy?
Blue Ivy Carter is 12 years old.
Wow, just a year younger than the girl that has accused you of RAPE. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Ain't that crazy? My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. Irony. There's so much irony in this. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. I'm sure Foxy Brown's parents mourn her loss of innocence. And who else, girl? Girl, don't let me start pulling up papers. Children should not have to endure such at a young age. It is unfair to try and understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in a costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that, quote, all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. What are you from? The underworld? Where are you from, JayZ? I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. You're not a young man. You just had a birthday. Hey Siri, how old is JayZ?
JayZ is 55 years old.
You're not, you're far from a young man. Thank you. You're far from a young man. Girl, far from a young man. You was a young man when you was accused of what this person accused you of. That's when you was a young man. And you thought you changed your image, right? And then as you watch Beyonce grow up, then you go and become a vulture on a fucking branch for her. And because we got some money hungry, fame hungry people who want their daughter to succeed, let's what a better way than to put her with an ex drug dealer. I don't know. You tell me. I ask you. I ask you. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these games. We have strict codes and honor. The streets? The streets? Strict code and honor? Somebody get Dame Dash on the phone. We protect children. That's untrue. That's just a flat out lie. You don't protect children. You don't. Because when you get caught harming children and you go in with the men, they whoop your ass. And there's a lot of niggas getting their ass beat for messing with children. You don't protect children. In the hood, how many girls, not even in the hood, in neighborhoods, how many girls leave their homes have already been abused by the time they're 18 years old? So you're a liar. You're a liar. A liar. That boy's a liar. JayZ's a liar. JayZ's a liar. Yes, but using your child, your 12-year-old child, and the other two as scapegoats is on brand because you don't protect children. You don't. So I'm going to use my own daughter as a scapegoat to that I'm some family man who didn't used to be a drug dealer. Hey, boo. You want us to look at the person that you are now, right? No, we can just rewind and look at that person then and say, is that person capable of doing that? Because this person has completely changed his image. He got on a wig. Somebody show me the progression of JayZ's hair, please. I want to see it. A timeline of his hair and how it went from one thing to the next. And now you're just this art person. You're artsy, buying art down there, filming videos in the Louvre. You've changed your image. But we can just rewind and see who that person was. Is that person capable? Maybe not this person, but is this person 25 years ago capable of doing what somebody has accused them of doing? Knowing what we know about your real code of ethics. Because I'm sorry. I'm with Andrew Schultz. When the fuck did hip hop start respecting women as law, nigga? That's a lie. That is a lie. All y'all do is lie. It's all a performance. All of it. Liars. I don't like liars. We protect children. That's not true. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me, that if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. Uh-oh, what happened to the Jasmine brand? Girl. Girl. Would be laughable. Let me go back to the post. Somebody said you heard it here first. Niggas from Brooklyn don't assault women. Yeah, they respect women and children. And that's what my thing is. What I think is absolutely amazing, knowing what we know about knowing what we know about what girl, what? You niggas are weird. Let's see. Where's that comment that I want to read? Yes. Oh, no. This is not it. There's a comment. There is a comment that I want to read because I made it the other day about let's see. Knowing what we know, like there's statistics, right, on on people who are harmed before they're 18 years old. Like it's like 1 in 4. It's a really like a high number of people. This thing where y'all act like you protect children is not true. With so many children in trap have been trafficked, are married off, all the things that y'all do. Y'all scoping children out when they 15 and 16 years old. You passing people around, passing women around. You were had your arms all around Aaliyah, and then all of a sudden, Dame Dash has his arms around Aaliyah. What? What's going on here? What's happening? What's happening? Girl, what is this? Girl, and then the fact that after we all, well, I didn't see it, but every a lot of people saw a video of our, all right, that's better. It was too, the balance was off. I was like, girl, I had to get it together. So um I forgot what I was saying. I had to delete some stuff off the thing. Oh, after we saw R. Kelly, this little girl, um what's her name, Sparkle's niece, harm her, a video, and that was passed around, like people were literally passing around child pornography, barbershops everywhere, everybody was watching it, everybody was watching it. After that, he did an album. People worked with R. Kelly knowing, I don't care, oh, so and so did something with R. Kelly, who did something with R. Kelly. You made an album together and was about to go on tour. And then somebody was like, I don't think that would be a good idea for you to be touring with this guy, especially the way he behaves on tour. Probably wouldn't be the best look for you, JayZ. I'm sorry. I believe the victims. I remember when the story came out, when people were reading the story over the weekend, I was like, "Oh, this is the same person that said it was a male celebrity and a female celebrity." People think that it's J Lo because they were together that night. There's images of them from that night. She has on um, like this halter dress, not halter, strapless like dress with these patterns on it. Um, and I feel like it's weird to act like when there's so many people in the comments, knowing what you know about the statistics on how people have been abused, whether they were children, young adults, teenagers, how they were abused, and knowing the statistics, and then to see the people in the comments. When I'm looking at the number of comments, I know based on the number of comments that there are people in these comments who have been victims of abuse. And for so many people to be in defense. I don't know if it's shame or guilt attached to the abuse. And so therefore you like shame and attack other victims of abuse. I don't know like the psychology behind that. I don't understand that part of the thing. Like I'm like, there's so many people that are in these comments that have been, I can't imagine going through 10 women on the online and they're just like, you shouldn't have been down there, what are you doing down there, like 13 years old. But then at the same time, a lot, when you hear these stories, people have been harmed when they were teenagers, young teenagers, old teenagers, young adults, been harmed. And like you can't fathom that these men with money and power, you were harmed by somebody who had no money, no power, and nobody believed you when you came out and said. Shout out to everybody who believes the people who come out and say something. It's a lot of people that they don't believe. The child is, they don't know what they're talking about, whatever. And then you're like, why are you not going to the cops? One, the cops, no, there's three things. One, the cops are just as nefarious as the men, as the men that they are enforcing the law about around. Two, they are the been paid off by a celebrity to not move forward with any kind of criminal investigation. Don't do anything. Or three, they just don't believe you. They don't believe you. So many stories. I've watched documentaries of people are like, I tried to tell so many people, like the girl from the dating game. She was like, I know that guy. Every man she told, they acted like, even her boyfriend acted like he didn't believe her. Are you sure? It's a form of gaslighting because these men know how men are. That's the thing. Like, you know how men are. And so, whew. And so because you know how men are, the fact that you're just like, oh no, that couldn't have happened. That couldn't have happened. Girl, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Y'all tell me, what do you feel about the story? I believe the victims. You have to prove to me that you didn't. Um, they say it's not you're innocent until proven guilty. It is you're not guilty until proven guilty. It's not that you're innocent, right? What did Charles Manson say? What did Charles Manson say? I didn't say I was innocent. I said I didn't commit any crimes. I didn't break the law. That's why JC said go file a criminal lawsuit and prove that I broke the law. Prove that. 25 years ago, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if the lady has evidence. Maybe they didn't, at first they didn't mention JayZ because they didn't have enough proof that it was him. Maybe, I don't know. We don't know. So we'll see what comes out. But like I say, I just believe victims. I don't believe it's too far fetched for him to have participated in that. Sorry, I just don't believe it. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments.